Post-game live. Early Saturday matinee. Post-game live. Knicks lose, man. 128-112. They get stomped out in Toronto. We're going to give you our takeaways. We want to hear from you guys. Phone lines are open. 657-383-1509. Let us know what you thought about the loss, who you thought stood out. You know, what were your takeaways? We're going to go through our player ratings as usual. Hopefully these will be a lot more entertaining. The last one was pretty funny. And we got statement games coming up tomorrow night. So we're going to tell you how you can win a $10 gift card to the NBA store, courtesy of Statement Games and Post Game Live. So we got a lot to get into. Let's get into it right now.
KnicksFanTV. Y'all watching KnicksFanTV.
All right, bro.
Post Game Live. Happy Saturday, everybody. What's going on? Early start time for us tonight. Earlier than usual. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time Show. This is Post Game Live, the Knicks post game show for the fans, by the fans. If this is your first time on the channels and you're a diehard Knicks fan, hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss the next show. Jay Ellis, how you feeling, man? So this is an early one. This is a different time slot for us, man.
Yeah, I'm not used to this, man. I feel a little off my game. I'm trying to get back on. I feel like the NBA players right now, but
yeah.
But you know what? It's a different time with the NY Brooklyn Sirens.
The Sirens is out. That means good luck. Let's go. All right, man. So we went up to T-Dot and went up north. Started the game off fairly well. Defensively, we were pretty good. And you don't give credit to Dotson, Timmy, Frank. Dotson on Kawhi Leonard, was very respectable for the most part, for most of the game. Second quarter, things, got a little out of whack. Raptors end up scoring 39 points in the second quarter, led by Anunoby, who's a good player. Give credit where credit is due. Valanciunas came off the bench and gave us fits as well. And then, listen, once it got into the third quarter, which is obviously, our focus, according to Coach Fizdale, we started off okay, and a couple calls didn't go our way, and Raptors are a good team, best team in the East, arguably, and so that was the final result, man. 128-112, couldn't get the job done. What was some of your takeaways out there?
It was a rough one. It was a rough one to watch. I honestly feel like we were battling out there for a while. And then that second quarter, I kind of feel like the refs kind of helped the Raptors jumpstart the breakaway a little bit with a little ticky-tack. Not even a ticky-tack fouls. I don't know. I don't know if it's my New York bias, but to me, it just seemed like Knicks was standing there in place with their hands up, and it was getting called for fouls. Yeah. And it happened like 3, 4, 5, or 6 times. And I think it kind of helped break that game open a little bit. Now, granted, second half, the Raptors just kind of ran away with it, but I felt like the rest gave them like a little bit of push.
Yeah, I mean, 40 free throw attempts, once again, to 22. You want to call that home team bias. You want to call that home team more aggressive than the Knicks. It's double the free throw attempts. Double the free throw attempts. And, hard to win that way. Raptors, tops in the league in terms of field goal percentage, averaging about 49% field goal range. They end up shooting 50% from the field. You want to call that defensive breakdowns in the second half or just a good team. Give credit. That's a good, well-balanced team. We know their bench is tough. Anunoby and Valanciunas came in there and destroyed us out there off the bench.
Yeah. But they definitely destroyed us. The defense in that third quarter really was the one where I just looked bad. After that little stint, Valanciunas, I felt like Valanciunas kind of ate up Enes Kanter today.
Yeah, he's a better player though. Let's give credit. He's a better player. That's one thing. And then again, for the people that say keep Kanter, if you're gonna give Kanter max money, he has to play like a max player. It's not just about the value. Right, but what I'm saying is, I mean, that's where he's gonna try to get to, right? But despite his double doubles and stuff like that, he never comes up big in big games. He's not a top tier big man in the game. He's just not. Even though he comes up with those double doubles, he's just not a top tier big in this game. Raptors got Valanciunas coming off the bench now, surprisingly. And listen, he feasted. He feasted, man. I didn't like how he knocked down my dude ISO. That happened in the second quarter. You know what I mean? He tried to intimidate ISO. We not intimidated, man. We not intimidated.
It can't. It's good for anything. He's good for. He's good for one of those step in your face.
Yeah.
Get off my teammate type of stuff, man.
Facts. Kevin Knox came back. It was a good game for Knox tonight. What'd you think about Knox's performance?
Knox played all right. He just needs time.
He needs time.
The last game, I know people were he was talking about how he didn't really look good. And then when you talk to the coach, he said Knox didn't really play. He didn't really practice. He didn't practice at all.
Right.
So that explains why he looked so lethargic the last game. That was literally the first minutes he got since coming back from injury, and it was 5-1.
12 points, 2 boards, a steal, a block. Yeah, I thought he came with a little bit more energy. I thought his energy was definitely pretty good. So it's good to see Knox. Knox had them springs. He had that bounce back for sure.
Yeah, he definitely had that bounce back. He looked good. The jump shot looked good. I felt like if he was able to get some more open looks today, it seemed like he would just knock it down. He looked really comfortable.
Yeah. But listen, man. I was hoping we could have tried to keep it close, but we kept it competitive for as long as we could. All things considered, facing adversity on the road, top team in the East. Timmy, give credit to Timmy. Timmy had another solid game, I thought. He really looked focused from the beginning of the game, and you could tell he was playing with that edge.
Yeah, Tim came out firing. In the first quarter, I felt like, yo, what are you doing a little bit? But then he finished with a pretty good percentage. Had 19 points in the first half. No one could really stop him. He had one really cool little highlight play where he dribbled between somebody.
Yeah, he was playing rucker ball out there for a little bit, man. Shout out to Timmy.
He's doing his thing. So Timmy was kind of the only one to help really pulling the wagon forward in that first half. He needed a little bit of help. Everybody else seemed ice cold. Even Dotson, who's kind of Mr. Reliable this whole season.
He's been off.
Yeah. He missed shots he usually makes. So, even though he kind of willed us back in the game a little bit in that third quarter, but
yeah. You know what I liked? I like Dotson's defense on Kawhi Leonard, though, man. I wanted to see how he was gonna man up. I was pretty impressed with that. Listen, give credit. Raptors missed a ton of shots in the first. I think they missed 9 of their first 11, then came back and hit 21 of their next 28. But I thought Dotson played hard on Kawhi Leonard.
It's another thing too. I felt like the turnovers in that first half, the Knicks were never really able to capitalize on them.
Yeah,
we were bottom of the league in fast break points, and with as many steals as we kind of caused, that number should go up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not really executing the way we should fast break points. I feel like we might have had a better chance if we actually were able to do that. But
Facts. We're going to get to the calls. Austin and Jamal on the line. We're going to get to them.
Yeah, Moutier too, man. I say something.
Yeah. What's your take on Moutier tonight?
Moutier is looking legit, man. He's looking steady. He's looking steady, man. The second unit looks like they're running pretty well with him in the game. It looks like he's getting to the spots. He's hitting more shots. He missed a couple of layups today.
He's playing like the best point guard on the team right now. Give credit. You know what I mean?
There was a point in the third quarter where the Knicks went on their run. Fizz called timeout right after Frank made a 3, and then he took Frank out and put Moutier in. And my mind was like, is this the test to see how Moutier runs with the first unit?
Yeah.
I thought that might be trying to do because Frank seems like he's still kind of a little struggling on the offensive end a little bit.
Oh, he's definitely struggling on the offensive end, man. I seen some things that make me want to pull my hair out with Frank tonight, man. I mean, listen, Kyle Lowry's not, he's not Gary Payton out there. He's 6'6", he's 6'1", and I was trying to see what Frank was going to do. He tried to get him in the post a little bit. It's just not strong enough to back down a guy like Lowry.
Kyle Lowry doesn't let big guys post him, so.
Well, yeah, he's a stocky dude. Pause, but
yeah.
Frank's offense just wasn't there. But
he had 4 steals though, which was
4
great.
steals. Yeah, he did 4 steals, and Lowry only finished with 10 points. But offensively, I want to see Frank taking more chances. Definitely want to see him taking more chances offensively.
Yeah, I would like to see him kind of use his handle a little bit more and be more confident in that.
Yeah.
started off the game with a nice little crossover to score, and then it seemed like he didn't really try to get to the hole again right after that until like maybe the fourth quarter when the game was already out of hand.
Right. Once again, happy Saturday, people. Shout out everybody watching the show. Post-game live, the post-game show by the fans, for the fans. CP the NY Fanatic from KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. Hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you're feeling the stream. Shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out Alex Collins, Efren Lopez. What's going on? Dark Shadow Media TV. What's going on? D Grant. D Grant says Timmy's playing like an all-star this year. I got to agree with him there. Above the Rim always in here. What's going on? Cardi NY, CP the Artist, Darnell, Cliff D. Shout out everybody in here today. Troy Flett. What's going on? CH. Los Knicks was in here early. Tyon Reed. What's going on, people? Keep those comments coming. Let's go to Austin is first. He wants to talk about Kevin Knox. Austin, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what up?
What's going on, man?
Oh, do you think Kevin Knox is gonna get a starting job?
Eventually, I think they're gonna take it slow. They're taking it slow right now. Obviously, it seems like he keeps coming off a high ankle sprain. And, they're trying to work him back in. But I thought he looked pretty decent today. Obviously still a little bit rusty, but he came in all right, JLs. What do you think?
I think he's going to have to take it, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to be really given to him because Dotson is so good defensively, and he's been so steady since he's been starting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be he's going to have to take it. It's not going to just be like, all right, he scored. Even if he scored like a 15-point, 20-point game a couple of times, his defense still has to kind of come up to. And to me, Dotson has one of the best. He has probably the best. He's one of the best defenders on the team. And if Piz is coaching preaching defense, it might be harder for Knox to snatch from Dotson than people might think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, JLs, because it's like if you're not gonna put him in at the 4, then the only spot he's taking is the 3. And he has to play better defense than Dotson right now, or just be head and shoulders better offensively. And right now, he's neither. Right now, he's neither. So he's gonna have to earn it. You know what I mean, Austin?
Yeah.
All right, man. Anything else? Or you good, man?
Yeah. Where's Courtney Lee at?
Yo, Courtney Lee's injured. I mean, what do you think, JLs? I was joking earlier this season talking about it was a trade neck injury, a trade injury. But
I wasn't joking. I was dead serious.
I mean,
I'm not even sure if I still believe it or not. I don't know. I go back and forth.
Because it's like, yes, on one hand, I'm like, okay, they're not playing him to kind of keep him healthy. But on the other hand, it's like you kind of want to see what he can give you and even play him a lot more so that you can trade him, because it seems like they cannot trade this dude.
I guess. I mean, it might be the case. If people are trying to clear contracts for free agency next season, that could be the case.
Yeah. That trade is
teams he's all right. I don't know how this stuff works behind the scenes.
Yeah, man. You see Jimmy Butler just got traded. I guess Minnesota didn't want Courtney Lee. I don't know why. But they trade him they trade him to Philly, man.
Yo, Jimmy Butler was not coming to the Knicks.
Austin, appreciate the call, man. Call back next time for sure.
All right, having me.
All right, cool. All right,
Post-game live for the kids.
Post-game live for the kids. We for everybody, JL. This is a family show, man. This is a family show. Yeah. Let's go to Jamal from Jersey. He wants to talk about Canner and the rotations. Jamal, what's going on, my dude?
What's going on, CP and JL? How y'all doing?
How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. The debate that y'all recently had made me change my whole point of view of what I wanted to talk about. But I think a lot of the problems with Frank and the inconsistencies is, in my opinion, he simply needs to play 30 minutes a night. Like he's not confident to the level where you could herky-jerky with him and his time and his minutes. He's not going to sit on the bench for 8 to 10 minutes, come in and be aggressive offensively when you're trying to teach him to be aggressive from the door.
Well, I mean, he got 25 minutes
like
tonight.
Yeah, I know, and I'm speaking on the season as a whole.
Yeah.
Like tonight, the minutes was pretty evenly distributed. Like it's been a lot of games where even though Mitchell Robinson started, he only played 15 minutes, and Cantor basically played the best. I mean, the rest of the game, and I just think the players need a little bit more than that.
I mean, I hear you, but I think that's an excuse, to be honest with you, because I think number one, Moody is just outplaying him. Frank he's getting every opportunity to shine, and he's offensively he's not shining. Let's just call a spade, J. Ellis. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's young. He needs time to develop, and he needs more playing time. But I think the minutes for Frank is fine. He's just not producing.
Yeah, I agree with the minutes. He's getting the minutes. With the exception of the Chicago game, but he deserved to be pulled in that Chicago game. So. But with the exception of the Chicago game, he's getting his minutes. He's gonna, like I always said, he's gonna have up and down games because the aggressiveness thing is what his main problem is. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
right.
He has to get aggressive out there, man. I seen one. There was one turnover he had in the first half, man. He was we had like a 3-on-2 break, and they give it to Frank on the left side, and he's. Yeah, Ibaka was right there ready for him. But you know what? If you Frank, go for it, man. You know what I mean? You can go try to dunk on him. Like, take him.
Don't get me wrong.
He ends up passing it in the paint and turning the ball over.
Right, and he always do the stupid, as soon as he pass half court, try to throw the sideways pass like it ain't no defense on the floor.
He's going too east-west, man. Too east-west. But go ahead, Jamal. Go ahead.
And my thing is, what do you guys think about how he's playing Cantor? Like, I'm more in the mode of either start Cantor and still develop Mitch and try to buffer his stats to trade him, or just let Mitchell Robinson rock out a little bit more. I know he's raw, he's making mistakes, and he's not coming along, but I just think I just don't want him to start and play 15 minutes and watch Cantor for the rest of the game. I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm more about development. I just want to see the young players play, period. We're not going to win like everybody wants us to win right now. We're not.
I don't know. I kind of feel
I don't want to waste the season on old guys.
I think the coach is actually trying to win. I think that's the thing that people are forgetting. Like, he's playing these young players, but I feel like he changed that starting lineup because he wanted an all defensive starting lineup. Like, that's what he wanted. And I think he's trying to play Cantor depending on the matchups. Cantor gets more or less minutes. Tonight, I don't think he should have played Cantor as much because even though he was scoring and doing his other things, he was getting destroyed on the defense. So,
Valanciunas was eating his food.
Yeah, I felt like this was a night where maybe we should have tried Mitch a little bit more. So for the most part, I like how he's been playing Cantor and Mitch's minutes. But tonight, I felt like there should have been more Mitch.
Let's check the minutes. Tonight, Cantor got 20 minutes. Money Mitch got 28 minutes. Mitch played more.
Did he play in the
right tonight?
I feel like he played when
in garbage time. Yeah, a lot of it was garbage time.
It wasn't real minutes. I don't know. To me, it didn't feel like it was real minutes.
Yeah.
I feel like when the game was out of line, he got him in.
Yeah, he was in heavy garbage time. He was in heavy garbage time. All right, Jamal, man. Appreciate the call.
Right.
Bro.
All right, take it easy, fellas.
All right, man. Check you tomorrow if anything. That was Jamal from Brooklyn. Joe from Brooklyn wants to talk about how the Knicks use Mitchell Robinson. So continuing on the Mitchell Robinson conversation. What's going on, Joe?
So today they gave Mitchell Robinson 28 minutes and Enes Kanter 20, but I feel like the 28 minutes that they're giving Mitchell Robinson aren't effective because they're not running the right plays for him. Clearly, he's a guy that plays above the rim. Let's maximize our lobs towards him. It feels like when he's out there, he's just moving around and like getting in people's way. I feel like the coach Fizdale needs to run better plays for him, make him more effective because Kanter's getting minutes, but most of his points are like putbacks, offensive rebounds. But I feel like to maximize Mitchell Robinson, get him involved with the lob.
I mean, JLs, I think he needs guards to lob it. What you think, JLs? I think the guards are just not getting it to him.
Like, they have to look for him. And
I mean, Frank. Frank Ntilikina's in the game. Okay, you're not scoring, but let's get them involved. If you're not scoring, get everyone else involved.
I've seen one pick and roll that Frank executed fairly well today, and that was to Von Lee, and that was one. You know what I'm saying?
They don't really pick and roll much. That's the other thing.
They don't pick and roll much, but I feel like when they do, none of the guards are effective at it.
Have we identified our system as a team yet?
I think you see in
a
lot of
running pick and rolls.
I think you've seen a lot of dribble handoff, J. Ellis. You've seen the double pin down. You've seen the double pin downs. I think more or less he's trying to keep it what he said with the out of bounds plays. He said he's trying to keep it simple before he turns things up a notch with these dudes. You know, obviously it's a new young team. Go ahead, J. Ellis.
It seems like it seems like too recent, especially the opposing players are scouting our dribble handoffs better in every game.
Yeah. What's his name? Rip Cannon. Who was that stole Cannon on that one? I forgot who it was, but yeah, they're starting to read it because it's starting to become very predictable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so predictable. Mm-hmm. Can I ask you guys, is it fun watching the games? I like to watch my players develop, these young guys.
Yeah.
It's like I'm watching at home, and it's so predictable.
Today wasn't.
Today was rough, but you expected. I wasn't expecting them to win this game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you go into that with low expectations, and then you see them playing them pretty well for the first half, it's an enjoyable game for the first half. You know what I'm saying, JL? And then you know when the wheels fall off, you're like, all right, well that was expected.
Yeah, how many games have you played this season? I feel like there's two or three that I was just like, oh god.
Yeah, the Miami game, the Bucks game. You could say this game.
Enjoyable until it ends, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I get out of here, guys, what grade would you guys give Mitchell Robinson? As far as
we got to get to the ratings. We got to get to the ratings, Joe. We can't skip the program, man. You got to wait for it. All right.
I'm listening.
All right, man.
Thanks so much, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
That was Joe from Brooklyn. Gotta get to the play ratings, and let's get to them. Let's get to the play ratings, JLs. Since Joe took us there, let's get to it. Once again. Yeah. We could probably just start with Mitch first. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. This is Post Game Live, early Saturday edition. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Jeremy Maynard, what up? Troy Flett, Reaper Man. I see a lot of people in the chat agreeing on the whole pick and roll standpoint. The guards just need to play better, man.
Yeah, but we don't even. That's what I'm saying. We don't even run that much pick and roll. So
I think that's why.
We like to say we run. I think that's just the system we're running, dog. Like I don't remember seeing a lot of pick and rolls this whole year. I seen it 1 or 2 times.
CH said we just be standing still. Michael Cabrera says Frank is the bus. Gary Singh says Frank ain't it. Jeremy Maynard says they run UCLA action. I got to look that up on that one, do some research on that one. Michael Henkel says we doom and gloom, but you have a good pick and have a ton of cap space for the year. Yeah, I mean, listen, when we lose, is going to be negativity. It's just natural. When we win, there's going to be positivity. That's just how it works, man.
Yeah.
That's just how we are, man. That's just how we are.
Cody's over here. He's Team Franks.
Team Frank. What about Trey Burke, man? What about Trey Burke? I was seeing some chats in here about Trey Burke. Are you guys? Did Trey get any minutes tonight? Let's take a look at it.
No minutes. Second straight DMP.
Second straight DMP for Trey Burke. How do you guys feel about that, man? Let us know in the chat. How do you guys feel about 2 straight DMPs for Trey Burke? Do you think there are times in the game where we could use him? What you think, JLs?
Man, I like Trey. It was. I would like to see Trey get minutes. I understand why he isn't, though. Like I understand why he isn't. It's like Figs likes height and length, man. Pause. He likes it.
Yeah.
He likes it. And
pause.
He wants to see what we have in these guys and we have more of a future invested in. So I think that's why that's 2 reasons. 2 of the biggest reasons why he's playing Moutier and Frank and not even looking at you. So it's tough, man. It's tough, man. And then it's not enough minutes for everybody to go around.
Yeah.
And too, on the other side of it too, Moutier is actually starting to kind of produce. He's not. He's
Yeah, a
not
little
looking.
bit.
He's not looking as horrible as he used to.
In his Moutier type of way, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, Moody type of way. I mean, he didn't look bad. Like he wasn't a world beater, but he didn't look bad. I think he was shot like 50%. He had like one turnover where I felt like he should have shot it instead of passed it when he got into the paint. The defense actually looked a lot better than preseason. I think he got probably a few steals. Like you can't even. If you hating on Moutier now, you're just kind of a hater.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, he's earning it. Not perfect by any stretch. But Moutier's earning it, man. So
yeah, like 54%, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, a block. Like he's making the coach look at him harder.
Yeah. All right, let's since you're getting into the play rating, JL, let's get into it, shall we? All right, let's do it. Let me hit my theme music. Shout out Cody on the line. We're gonna get to Cody after we get to these player ratings.
Yeah, I feel you, Cody. That's a good point.
All right,
Cody
Jails.
said in the third quarter. That was actually when the game was outlined. That actually makes sense. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, let's start it off. We'll go through a couple of these. We'll go through the starters at least, and a couple guys off the bench. Noah Vonleh, 6 points, 8 boards, 2 dimes. What you giving ISO Noah tonight, man?
Oh, I don't even know. To be honest with you, I don't even remember what Noah did to be honest with you.
Yeah, relatively ineffective.
Like I'm trying to remember how he did on the defensive end. I'm trying to remember if I remember any expectations. I can't really remember, man. I don't even want to give him a grade just to give him a grade because I honestly don't remember anything.
Yeah, well, if it wasn't memorable, then he's getting at least a 6. I mean, listen, his rebounding is up. You know, you're happy about that. His rebounding is up. So I'll give him a 6. What do you guys in the chat think about Noah Vonleh? I'll give him a 6. You know what I mean? I give Noah Vonleh a 6, man. All right, let's go to Money Mitch. This is Joe's pick. Money Mitch, 4 points, 5 boards, 3 blocks. 3 blocks on the night for Money Mitch, plus 5 on the night.
Money Mitch is funny, dog.
Yeah.
Money Mitch is trash talking when we down 20 after those 2 blocks.
Oh, I love it. I love this kid's fire, man. I love this kid's fire, man. I love this kid's fire, man. What are you giving Mitch? 3 blocks. I mean, 2 of the blocks came in garbage time.
Yeah, he's another one. He didn't really get a lot. I felt like I liked his activity in the first quarter. I noticed him a little. He didn't score a lot.
I give him a 5.
But he defended it well.
I give him a 5.
I'll give him a 6.
I give him a 5 for the defensive effort. Yeah, I thought he did pretty well on Serge. I thought he played Serge fairly well.
Yeah, he did do pretty well on Serge.
Yeah.
First freaked him out a little bit in that third quarter. He started head faking him.
Yeah, I give him some credit on Serge. I give him a 5 though. I give him a 5. Let's go to Frank. 5 points, 4 steals, 4 dimes, 2 of 8 tonight. I'm giving Frank a 4, man. I'm giving Frank a 4. Shitty offensive play, just not really giving us what we need. Defensively, he was all right. But I'm giving Frank a 4. Frank wasn't doing anything tonight. What are you giving him?
I'm gonna give him probably not a 4 because I like the 4 steals. Probably a 5.
You give him a 5?
Give him a 5.
All right. Dotson, 11 points, 4 boards, 1 steal, 1 assist, -8, 30% shooting. I thought his defense on Kawhi was all right.
Yeah.
I thought his defense on Kawhi was all right, but overall I give him a 5. I give Dotson a 5. What you give him, Dotson?
I'm giving him a 6.
You give him a 6?
I give him a 6. I mean, defense on Dotson, the defense on Kawhi, he started that little spark in that third quarter. I thought like, well, maybe something's gonna happen from it, and then it kind of fades. So, All right. Let's go. Timmy, 27 points, 2 dimes, 4 boards for Timmy, 1 steal, 11 of 17 shooting. He had an efficient night. Yeah, man.
What are you giving Timmy tonight? I think I got.
I'm gonna give him a.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 7.5.
Yeah.
Only because we didn't win.
Yeah, I give Timmy a 7. I give Timmy a 7 only because we didn't win.
Only because he didn't win. If we won, he probably would have got high.
Yeah, I give Timmy a 7.
Because he was pretty damn efficient.
Yeah, and he was leading them. You know, once again, he's leading us, man. He's leading us out there. So I will. I'll give Timmy a 7 as well, man. You know what I mean? I'll give Timmy a 7. The return of Kevin Knox. 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 4 of 11 from the field. What you giving Kev? I give him a 6. I think I give Knox a 6. Thought he looked pretty good out there. He brought some energy. Shot the ball fairly decent. I mean, only 4 of 11, but you know, 2 of 4 from 3-point land. I give Knox a 6. I give Knox a 6.
I'm giving Knox a 6 too. I'm giving Knox a 6. First game back, kind of shot pretty well. I mean, not real overly well, but it looked like he'd have been on track today. But yeah, I'll give him a 6.
All right. Let's go to Super Mario. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 22 minutes, 6 of 8 from the field. Not too bad. What you giving Super Mario on this one, man?
It's weird. Yo, it's hard to grade Mario on this one because I really like what Mario did this game, but the game was over when he was doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like Mario plays well when there's nothing to live for. It's just like, all right, I feel like all the pressure's off, you get all this stuff off.
Yeah, he runs up stats in garbage time, man.
Yeah.
Runs up stats in garbage time, man.
So it's like, even though the stats look good, I can't give him in the same neighborhood as Hardaway.
Yeah, I give him a 5.5, 6.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6.
I give him a 5.5, 6, man. Hey, you know what I mean? Let's go to Ennis, 15 and 15, minus 21 on the night, 30% shooting. I thought Valanciunas ate his food up. You know, like I said, the double doubles are pretty standard for Canner, but you know, defensively, he's just not giving us anything, man. What are you giving Canner tonight?
Today I feel like the double double was empty. It was like an empty double double. Like,
it's empty. Yeah, I'm starting to see like his most of his stats are empty, man.
Like the impact wasn't really there, so I'm giving him a 6 as well. Maybe a 5.5.
Yeah, I give him a 6 as well. I give him a 6 as well for the double, but no defense. Minus 21 in the night. Matter of fact, I gotta give him like a 5.5, man. That's atrocious.
The post, like even the posting, like usually Kanter, I'll say this for about the year, Kanter's post defense hasn't even been as good as it used to be. I don't know what's happening. Like he doesn't even jump as much.
I don't remember when it was ever good, man. You better than me on that one.
His pick and roll defense was always like suspect, but the post defense was kind of respectable. But today was just like, I don't know.
Facts. Moutier, was he Boutier? 12 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 6 of 11 from the field. Pretty decent, almost 50%. What are you giving Moutier tonight?
I'm tempted to give him a 7, man. I'm tempted to give him a 7 or something. Yeah, or something close to it.
I don't know. I mean, if you're giving Timmy a 7, I can't give Moutier a 7.
I gave Timmy a 7.5. I didn't give him a 7.5. And the only reason I give him the 8, the only reason I give him the 8.5 or more was because we didn't win.
Yeah.
But I also recognize that Moutier played defense. He got you 2 blocks. I mean, he got you a steal and 2. He got you a block and 2 steals. And he's shooting 50% from the field again. I think like the second or third time since he's been in the lineup. And he actually did his damage when the game was in play. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it wasn't empty stats like Mario stats.
Right.
It seemed like it was happening in real time when we still kind of fighting.
When we still in the game. Yeah, I give him a 6. I give Moutier a 6. I give him a 6 out there.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give him a 6. I'll give him like a 6.7. I'll give him that.
Okay. Wrap up with ISO. 18 minutes, 7 points for ISO. Quiet night. 3 dimes, 2 steals, minus 16 on the night. What are you thinking about ISO? It wasn't really much, man.
He wasn't really aggressive today, man.
Yeah.
I will give him this. He did pass a lot more today than I've seen him. in a long ass time.
I give him a 5.
Yeah.
I give him a 5, man. I give ISO a 5. It's a tough game. Tough game for him. Tough game for him. And yeah, man. That's the player ratings, man. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Were we far off? Were we on point? What do you guys think, man? You can hammer us on the ratings, man. Let us know, man. Let us know what you think. Yeah, JLs, man. That was tough loss, man. Definitely a tough loss. Let's go back to the phones. Cody from New York wants to talk about Frank and Knox. What's going on, Cody?
Yo, what up?
Hey guys, it's been a while.
The Isaiah Hicks, president of the Isaiah Hicks fan club. What's going on, Cody? Salute.
I'm good, man. Love to see my boy in the G League doing his thing.
What you about to watch? Westchester Knicks, man.
Yeah,
hey, listen, I'm part of the fan club. I gotta watch. I gotta follow my man.
Oh my God, you are a Knicks fan, boy.
But you know what? I think I'm gonna start with Knox before I go to Frank. I think Knox tonight played a lot of his time behind the tree line, and that tree line has made careers, has really had a lot of buzz. Like if you're not a consistent 3-point shooter, don't depend solely on the 3-pointer. Like I will love.
He's 50%. He was 2 of 4.
His man off the dribble. 2 of 4. But that's fine. But that's like I didn't see it. Look, get to the line, drive. He has a nice, like a running hook shot that he puts together. Like I want to see him play like a complete game. Because Mario is horrible, right? And I prefer for Knox to take Mario's minutes. Mario's like 1 step forward and like 2 steps backward.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think Knox should take those minutes. But Knox is, like I said, like tonight I was like much better than the previous 2 games for sure. And I was like, dude, like don't fall in love with the 3, man. Just because some nights he's gonna have it, some he's not. But in nights when he's not gonna have it, I prefer for him to play like a complete game than just depending solely on 3, because then he starts thinking, "Oh, I can shoot a 3." Yeah, you K 3-pointer, but you're not like an elite or even, to me, not even a good 3-pointer. I mean, that's my take on Knox. But for Frank, I think, and I was upset. There was a point like oh my God, Frank,
He was terrible on offense. Let's just call it what it is. He was terrible on offense. He was terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
No, for sure. But I think, CP, you have to commit to Frank for the entire year.
Yeah, I am. Don't get me wrong. I am.
As you look today, you have to give him 25 to 30 minutes from now until April to see. Like I want to see. Like I think Jay Ellis said in the past. Like I want to see Frank grow from now to April. Now, if he's still doing these same stuff in April, then dude, all right, okay. Then I'm not sure what are we gonna do here. But I think as frustrating that this early games are, you gotta stay with Frank for the entire year.
You think this coach entertains starting Moutier at some point?
Oh, it's happening. It's going to happen.
I think Moutier. Unless he's trying to show Moutier as some kind of a trade piece, which Moutier should be, because Moutier should not be back here next year. In that case, no. I think you have to start with Frank. I think that'd be a bad move. But I think Moutier is not a good enough player to take over Frank. I think if someone else was better than Frank and Frank overtook Frank, I'll be okay with that, but Moutier is not better than Frank. I think he's having a better... But Moutier is only good at like 10, 15 minutes. Like he cannot play Moutier 30 minutes. His basketball IQ is very low. Like he's not that kind of player like Frank is. Frank is a thinking basketball player. Moutier is just someone who goes out there, give you 10, 15 minutes of good basketball on a good day, and that's it.
You know what Frank is missing that Moutier has, though? And it's something very small but very big at the same time. It's like Frank is stiff, man. Like that's the one thing that I feel like might be his hardest thing to conquer. Frank is sometimes he gets really stiff where he gets the ball, he kind of stands around in one place.
Pause.
And Moody kind of makes people move and react when he dribbles.
Yeah. Ace Bez says Moody might start tomorrow. Go ahead, Cody.
I think that's overplaying it sometimes. No, sometimes I agree with you, but most of the time I think he's all over the court. He's just like, okay, what is the? There must be something to your madness, and I just think he's running all over, right? I think Frank is able to get to his spot. There was a couple of times tonight. I think maybe where the frustration lies in, because there was a couple of times tonight when he got to his spot, like he got to the teeth of the defense, and he pulled it back. I'm like, dude, you got to go all the way. Like, you got to go all the way right now.
That
like,
one,
got to
man.
the free throw line. Like, I'm like, dude, you got to go. You cannot just throw it back. No. And if I was Fizz, I'll sit him. Every time he does something stupid like that, I'll be like, no, you're sitting there. I think that's a better strategy than having Mudiay overtake him. Like, if he pulls that again, he'll be like, dude, come sit.
Yeah. Thing is, Fizz said that he's not going to do that. Fizz said that he's not going to treat players like that if they make technical errors. He's not going to hold them accountable in that way, similar to what Hornacek did. I agree with you, Cody. I would coach that way, but I'm not the coach. But Fizz said, the only time you're really going to get benched is if the effort really isn't there. Effort and fatigue, and Fizz just want to make a change.
But I think with Frank, because I think it's a cultural thing, right? Like, he's been
Very
playing
much
this
so.
way for like what? He's 29, 19 years probably. He's been playing this way. I mean, a little bit short now. I mean, he wasn't playing basketball once, but I think it's culturally it's going to take some time for him to adjust, right? And I get that. So I think Chris has to be able to take good cop, bad cop. Good cop.
Yeah.
I trust you. I believe in you. I'm going to give you the minutes. Bad cop, dude, stop. Like, and I think Fitz has to be really smart about that.
I agree.
Because when he's in the offense, like the 3-pointer he took, he wasn't even thinking about that 3-pointer. He just shot it.
Mm-hmm.
The form was there, and it went in. Like, there was no like, the best part of Frank, when Frank is at his best, he's not thinking. He's just reacting. When Frank is at his worst is when you can see him thinking about the play. He's like, oh, God, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. And it's always bad. All right, guys. I'm not going to take too much of your time.
Cody, have a good weekend, man. Glad to hear from you, bro.
You too,
I feel
man.
like I could talk about this Frank thing for like 3 hours, though.
I mean, listen, like Cody said, we have nothing else to lose right now. I'm with Frank till the end, but
there's still the keep what you kill mantra too. That's the other thing, man. If you start like you kind of still have to stay true to that too. You can't You can't play favorites because we like Frank. If Frank isn't producing and Moody starts to produce more, then you gotta switch him in. And Frank is keeping up, and we doing keep what you kill. At the same time, give him the minutes too. Like, it doesn't mean he doesn't play any minutes. But
yeah. But one thing's for sure, Gary Miller just said Trey Burke comeback season is over.
Seems like it.
Seems like it, man. That's the tough part of the business, man. You know what I mean? We like Trey, the front of the program. He broke his 2K rating on this show. Shout out to Trey Burke. You know what I mean? But it's tough. It's tough, Jay Ellis, man. You know what I'm saying? He worked hard. But obviously with Frank being the future, well, the investment-wise, Moutier, they want to see what they can get out of Moutier, and then they just picked up ISO. Trey's got a steep hill to climb, man. Trey's got a steep hill to climb. So
I personally still feel like Frank can still turn it around. Mm-hmm. I already feel like he's not. It's gonna be in and out aggressiveness all year. I've said that since the beginning of the year. It's gonna be in and ground aggressiveness all year.
Yeah,
that's the way it's gonna be for him.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be growing pains, man. It's gonna be growing pains. What else? Yo, shout out everybody in the chat, man. We got 200 people in the chat. Hit us with a thumbs up if you like the stream. If you haven't subscribed to the channels, this is the home of the diehard Knicks fan. Trust and believe it. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Shout out everybody in the chat. Ace Bez, what's going on? Alfredo Hernandez, Agent Super Argo. Who you got, JLs?
Oh man,
Famous.
Gary Miller over here. What's going on, Gary? Hema King, Cody was holding me down for a ha minute.
Cool.
Ricardo Custer.
Chick George, what up? Dwayne Allen, easy wins. Oh,
Sean Williams was good.
Eddie Suarez. Alex Collins is distributing a link. Sometimes we don't see the questions in the chat because the chat goes pretty fast. So Alex Collins has a Google Forms link. He puts it into the chat. Click on that link. If you guys have a specific question, we'll get to it. Click on the link, fill in the form, and hit submit. I can see it on my end, and then we'll respond to your your questions. Richard Rowe, what's going on? One of the questions comes in from Mateo914. J. Ellis, he says, I think the Knicks need to run some different offensive schemes. We look so stagnant on offense, and are starting the offensive sets so far out behind the three-point line. What do you guys think?
It might be time to add another wrinkle in, man. We definitely looking very, very predictable on offense. I've seen I feel like the last 4 or 5 games, people are just shouting that little dribble handoff curve play over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It's really predictable. We need to switch something up. Even maybe run a little bit more pick and roll this time. I don't know.
Yeah.
Push it up.
I think the guards haven't been running the pick and roll well. I agree with you, maybe running some more, but I think part of it also is that the guards just aren't running it that well.
I think they can, man. I feel like Frank runs pretty well pick and roll. Trey Burke actually ran pretty good pick and roll last season on the Jeff. But I don't think we just running it enough or at all. Much.
No, I hear you. Easy Win says fans looking at Frank are only looking at points. Aren't rating him well. No, I think in all fairness, let's be honest, his offensive game leaves a lot to be desired. Regardless if you're looking at points or not, we're looking more so at attitude, awareness, aggressiveness, confidence. This is more mental. This is more mental traits that we're looking from Frank. It's not about the points. You could live with him, getting 5 points if he was more aggressive to the basket, JLs. I mean, he only took, how many shots he took today, JLs? 8?
I think 8. Yeah,
8 shots.
He got gun shy in the second half when to be fair too, it was weird when the coach took him out. He took him out right after he made a 3.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. But it's there's a lot to say about Frank. The next day, one of the other stages that Frank has to figure out is when his shot's not going, go to the basket. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and we're not expecting tremendous performance at least to a win. We know we're a rebuilding team. We know we're devoid of talent. Obviously, the Raptors are who they are. We just want to see, certain things. You want to see certain traits. You saw Tim Hardaway Jr. efficient night. Good job. 27 point. Yeah, we lost. You know what I'm saying? But good job by Tim Hardaway Jr. You like Damian Dotson's defensive tenacity out there, even though the offensive end he wasn't that great. So the criticism is fair. It's not, the Frank haters don't know basketball. No, it's the Frank haters want to see him get to another level and show some sort of confidence in his game. Maybe it'll come. But right now we're not seeing it. But we'll give him some time, J. Ellis. You know what I'm saying? We got nothing but time right now.
Yeah, I heard you heard me say this over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm giving Frank time.
Let's go to Solomon in the Bronx. What's going on, Solomon? He wants to talk about the game overall.
Solomon, hey, what's going on? What's going on, brothers? What's going on, man? I mean, I know everybody be talking about, Frank this, Frank that, but not for nothing. His defense was off the chain today.
His defense is.
He did a couple of steals. I mean, he shut people down.
Yeah.
So that's main source, man. I think the missing piece of our puzzle is somebody who's aggressive and that could shoot. You know what I'm saying? Because Tim Hardaway was doing it by himself today. You seen the show.
Yeah.
You seen the show. I mean, we need somebody that's more. I was kind of upset with the coach for sitting Cancer down. I mean, he should have sat him down because he's more as a force of scoring.
I mean, yeah, but defensively, so? if he's putting up 2 and he's giving up 2, 3, I mean, he was a minus 21 on the night, man.
Yeah, he should have sacked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And yeah, in certain aspects, when we are missing our firepower like a KP, of course you're gonna need Cannon's offensive production. But when this team gets better, you're not gonna need him. You're not gonna need him because he plays no defense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He plays no
one
defense.
more question I was gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I apologize.
No. Go ahead.
One more question I was gonna ask you. What do you think that we need to start winning games? Like
Kristaps
what do we
Porzingis.
need? Like, we need
Kristaps Porzingis, man. You know, that's just it.
No, he need a couple of help. He need one more. We need one more power. I mean, we have to have a hard bench first.
Yeah,
but I think we need one more power to start.
I mean, listen, man.
Maybe Zion.
Maybe. Listen, we're a long ways away from even being, somewhat serious. To even get into the playoffs. Long ways away.
82 games.
Yeah. We need a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, we don't have Kristaps. We got a young team, youngest team in the league, and it's gonna take time, man.
Yeah. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time.
Yeah.
And what you think about Mitchell today? What you think what Mitchell did today? Did you think he did a little good today? Do you think will you grade him an A today or B or B minus?
I think we gave him a 5. I think I gave him a 5. I think I gave him a 5 out of 10. What'd you give him, JLs? I think I gave him like a 5.
Somewhere around that area.
Yeah, I think I gave him a 5,
A 5.
Yeah.
I like this deep. I said I like this defense.
Yeah.
What do you think that he needs to improve?
Well, number one, I would like for the point guards to find him more. I would like them to run more pick and rolls and execute that a little better.
Yeah.
What do you think, JLs?
I would like to see his rebound production go up.
Rebounding.
That better, cleaner.
Yeah. I mean, with the reach that he has, it would be nice if he had like a little, turnaround hook, But that's probably asking for too much with these guys these days.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you're trying to say. Oh, I'm sorry. So basically, you're saying that we need a point guard too, as well.
Absolutely.
We don't have a point guard, a trooper.
That's not defined today. And appreciate the call, Solomon. But let's just keep it a buck, JL. Right now, we're in a development phase. We're trying to figure out who the point guard of this team is. That's why Fizdale has been rotating these options. He went from Trey. Now he's going to Frank. Maybe he'll keep Frank. Moutier's getting a lot of burn, Yeah,
that's what it is. You're trying to find a point guard. You're trying to find out if we have a starting point guard here. Maybe we find out we have a backup point guard and we get somebody else in. Yeah. And we just figure out what we have in these players that we have right now.
Yep. As we hear the sirens outside of Jay Ellis's door. Jay Ellis, I hope everything is all right over there, bro. You know what I mean? Speaking of point guards, my guy Carl from Long Island, shout out Long Island, he wants to talk about the point guard situation. Carl, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's good? CP, J. Ellis, mad love. Shout out to the super chat. What's Gucci, niggas?
Yeah. Watch your language, though, man. What's going on, bro?
Oh, my pardon.
Oh, so we're trying to keep it a family show, bro. We're trying to keep it a family show, man. Keep it family.
Oh, most def. I got 3 little ones, so I feel you 100. But I had to get on this, man. Look, previous caller talked about our point guard situation. All right? We ain't got no point guard.
Yeah.
Let's stop. Like, you can pour syrup on poop, it don't make it pancakes. Okay? Look.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Frank is a good defensive point guard, but he's not aggressive and he's not a playmaker. Like, when was the last time we got 10 assists from our point guard position? Like, I'm looking at the numbers, right?
Jared Jack.
Not just this game, because Toronto is a great team, great defensive, depth all the way through. But let's go back. We haven't had 10 dimes from a point guard, and I can't remember. I would give up the defense for somebody who will give us 7 to 10 assists guaranteed per night. Moutier, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Now, I'm going to say this. I know everybody wants the 10 assists, big assists from the point guards, and it looks cool, and I understand that. But I really, really think that it's the system you're running, dog. Like, I really, really think it's the system you're running. Because if I compare this season to last season, there was a lot more 8, 7, 6, 10 assist games last season on the Jeff Hornacek. And I think it's because we were just running more pick and rolls a lot more last year. I don't think it – like, I understand our point guards have to develop. I agree with that wholeheartedly. but I don't think the low assist is just indicative of them not being a good point guard, but just the kind of system we run. And it's like a swing pass type of thing that's happening a lot.
But you got to look at it this way too. Like y'all are OG Knicks fans. Back in the day, was about the big man. You know, Oak, Ewing, Mace. Now there's a gluttony at point guard. Every team in this league got a point.
It's a guard league.
Every team in this league got a point.
Every team.
You know what I mean?
We're the only team right now where you're talking about 3, 4 guards. Every team in the league, when you think about that team, you already know who the point guard is. You know who the guy is, and that is defined. We're not defined yet.
That's the captain, man. That's the captain. That's our QB. That's the guy. He's the coach on the floor.
That's right.
And yeah, I get it. Everyone's gonna say, "Oh, he's only 20. Frank's only 20. He's a kid." But it don't matter. If you ain't ready, then don't start. All right, it's that simple. You need your bib. You need your bottle. You need night, bruh. Then take night. But we need a leader out there, someone who's gonna orchestrate, create, and facilitate. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, your jumper ain't got to be water, but if you can like ISO Zo, you can break down the defense, kick it out to an open man. That's a dub right there. You can draw a double team, kick it into the big man, throw it down for an easy lob. That's another assist right there. Like when you getting your point guard giving you 2 assists a game, like you can't win in this league. You can't with guys like Kyrie, Kemba, Steph Curry, Chris Paul. Like I can go down the line. We need a facilitator, and we got to stop fooling ourselves. Because without someone to exploit and expose our strengths, everybody gonna look weak. Because we got a lot of spot up shooters. Super Mario's a spot up shooter. You know what I'm saying? ISO Zo, he's in his own zone, but we need somebody to create for these kids. Because like you said, we're the youngest team in the league, so you need someone to go out there and lead.
Yeah.
And right now, we thirsty at the point position, my dude. Thirsty.
That's true. And appreciate the call, Carl. But that's what, JL, that's what the season is about, right? This is what the rebuild and the development is about. It's trying to see what we're working with. Carl's a he's tired of losing, man. He's tired of taking out.
Yeah, the dog. Everybody's gonna be tight.
It's tough. Dealing with the rebuild is tough, man. Dealing with the rebuild is tough, but that's what it's about. We try to figure out, where we going in the future.
And to expand on my assist point, I heard actually when the commentators talk about the league in general. Kyle Lowry is the only player right now over 10 assists right now. The league assists is going down in general because everybody's more swinging the ball and passing the ball around. It's not even just the point guard. So think about that. That's not even just the Knicks. That's league wide.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Fair point. Definitely a fair point. All right, let's go to appreciate the call, Carl. Let's go to my man Delano from North Carolina. He wants to talk about the Frank situation. Delano, what's going on, my dude?
Yo, what's good? What's good, CP? What up, J. Ellis? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, the funny thing is, the exact same things that the caller before me was talking about is exactly what I was going to say. You know what frustrates me is that everybody want to be blind to the fact that Frank was drafted by Phil Jackson, who specifically drafted him for the triangle offense. I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, we got to live with it. We got to, see what we got with Frank. But let's be honest. Stop trying to make excuses. Every time someone got a criticism is hate. It's not hate. It's criticism. We want the best out of our guards. We drafted this guy to be our future. We want the best out of that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm looking at the simple things you can do, drive and dish. The one thing that Moutier does better, that's why Fizdale has so much praise for him in that regard. He's our most natural passing point guard. Why Frank don't at least try that? I've seen many plays where he could just, if you break down one guy, you got a clear lane to the basket.
You would rather hold the ball and dribble it at the top of the key and wait for the offense. Like, why are you waiting for people?
Yeah.
You're waiting for other defensive players now. They're going to set up on you now.
Yep.
You could have drove to the basket easy, too. You could have drove to the basket, get a foul. You could have drove to the basket, dish out to somebody, drive and dish. We got so many opportunities to do these things, and you don't take advantage. But you was in the EuroLeague playing with grown men, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? You can't make that excuse. Oh, but he's young. You're playing with grown men in the EuroLeague.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You can't keep giving that excuse the whole time, man. Like that's got to stop. And it's like I said, it's not hate on Frank. It's criticism, the simple things. You can't sit there and talk about, yeah, he plays defense, but he produces no offense. So you're 0-0. You know what I'm saying? You don't got a plus or a minus now. You do one thing good and you don't do the other thing good. It's too. You got to play both ends of the court. What are they talking about? All I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with sitting here saying, okay, this is what you want out of Frank. And it doesn't have to be hate because it's not coming from a place of negativity. It's coming from a place of production. This is criticism. This is just criticism. If you want the best out of whatever you're doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If whatever you do in life, you want somebody to be honest enough to say, look, if you do this better, you know what I'm saying? You will be a better, honest criticism, man. Better production.
Yeah,
and that's all it is.
We agree with everything you just said.
Listen, and the thing is this is like,
I find it funny that
the only thing I
find it funny that even when they talk about my fault.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the only thing I agree with everything you just said about his faults. I agree with. I absolutely agree. He needs to be more aggressive. He needs to break down the defense. He needs to stop holding the ball. I agree with all of that. I'm just the only one. I'm gonna give him more time.
Yeah, of course.
That's all I'm really saying.
Yeah.
All his faults are correct.
And it's funny because even something for the caller too. Yeah, the caller that said the last call, you don't remember when there was 10 assists. I remember when there was 10 assists. Moutier's debut against Indiana, 14 points and 10 assists.
Yeah.
You getting people involved. And like I said, even in the losing effort, you saw the moment that he stepped on the court, the first thing you saw the next day, oh, we got a real point guard now. The moment that he does something wrong, he trash. Like, yo, you can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? But you can't sit there and if you have a criticism, it's hate. It can't be that way all the time. You gotta think differently. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You want the best for your team, despite the fact that we in a rebuilding mode and all that stuff. You still want your guys to produce. You still want to be able to say, okay, well, you see the benefit of this guy being on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole, to piggyback on Jay Ellis even, Frank really does stay still in the offense because you could see that he's cerebral. He's thinking about attacking or trying to do this, as opposed to Moutier. And I have to bring him in because he's reactive. He does things because, okay, I see this opportunity. Let me go and take it and see what I can do. I can open up the avenues. I guarantee if the Knicks was knocking down more of those open shots that Moutier was producing, there would be a higher clip of assists on his stats right now.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I agree, man. Delano, appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for calling, bro.
No doubt. Love always, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. And we're gonna get to we got a couple more calls in the queue. We're gonna get to Zay, Edwin, Will. We're gonna get to you guys for sure. Listen, Delano hit it on the head, man. And the reason why, some people call it hate, it's not hate, man. It's not hate, J. Ellis. You know what I'm saying?
We are all Knicks fans, though.
We're all Knicks fans.
We all have eyes. We all see the strengths and weaknesses of all the players. Everybody knows Frank is a good defender who struggles on offense.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Facts. And the thing is, too, we're not the only ones saying it. So if Knicks fans are haters, then David Fizdale's a hater. Fizdale wants her to be more confident. Clyde's a hater. Clyde's a point guard, wants to see more confidence. Clyde calls it out in every game, every post game. He calls it out. You know what I'm saying? The criticism, it's a known criticism. It's just constructive criticism. And that's what we want to see as part of his development. It's important. We drafted the kid 8th overall. It's going to take time. We understand. But we just going to call out what we see.
Definitely, man. I'm rooting. I'm rooting for this guy, man.
Yeah, facts. Let's take it to the chat. Shout out everybody in the chat checking in. A lot of opinions going on in the chat right now. A lot of people, Team Frank. A lot of people against Frank, anti-Frank. Some people talking Trey Burke. Some guy McGee says even when Frank has a good game, they bash him. It's pathetic. I mean, listen, we lost. He played good defense. He played to his strengths. Offensively, he wasn't there. Like I said, let's just be honest. Why can't we be honest and not be haters?
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Eddie Roldan says...
I'm always for the honesty, dog.
Yeah.
Guys, even guys I like, guys I dislike. If they're doing good, I'm like...
That's it. Eddie Roldan says we're not patient. We are patient. We're just talking about the game tonight. That's it. We all patient. I want to see him starting the whole time, the whole season. We're just talking about tonight's game. I
would like to see him start, but at the same time, if somebody else, if Moody is playing better, then I think to keep the integrity of the team, you start Moody. But that's me being a Frank fan, not a Moody. But I'm thinking about the whole team. I'm taking my bias out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm taking my bias out of it, even though I like Frank more than Moody. If Moody is playing better,
that's that keep what you kill, isn't it?
Yeah, like he should start if he's playing better. But that doesn't mean Frank can't take it back. He got to kill it.
You got to kill it, man. We'll be all right, man. We'll be all right.
I just said the same thing when I'm gonna take it back when Hernan Gomez was on the bubble last season, and I felt like he wasn't playing good defensively. Everybody was just like, "Oh, he's a young guy." I was like, "No, he has to take it too. Just because he's a young guy, he have to show something. You have to show you have to show pride in something." So, I mean, that's just the way it is. Keep what you kill. But be patient, too. Like, understand these guys are young and they're going to get better. They possibly could get better if given the time.
Facts. Yeah, that's all we saying, man. That's all we saying. Let's switch up the topics. A little bit. So, yesterday, at the end of this week, we saw the comments from Coach Fizdale and KP in regards to KP's recovery, right, J. Ellis? Now I thought the whole back and forth between Fizdale and KP and KP's reaction. Fizdale said he wasn't jogging. KP came right back and was, with the pictures of him doing full blown, 100-meter dash on the track. I thought that was interesting. I don't think there's any type of rift. I think KP's reaction was more so with the media kind of, indicating that, he wasn't progressing. Well, what you think?
It was overblown a little bit, dog. It was a little overblown. Like, there's no rift because he posted a picture of him sprinting. It's like, all right, he's sprinting, my bad. And then Fizz owned up to it. He called himself Fizz. He's like, I was into the team and what they were doing. I didn't see what that Kristaps started sprinting. Good for him. That's what's up.
Right.
Like, it's weird. It's weird how people's conspiracy theories start to kind of mock up new things that happen in their mind, and now KP hates Fizz because the theories are kind of strange. Off of just one picture. Like, damn, dog, it's not that serious. It really isn't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think I think it was much to do about nothing. But I think the bigger question is, and we had touched on it a couple weeks ago, was should he come back? Does it make sense for KP to come back? What do you guys think in the chat below? What do you think? Given where we are right now, does it even make sense for KP to come back? Just to play a couple games. What do you, JL's weigh on this real quick, and then we'll move to the comments.
Strategically, if you're thinking long term, you're trying to get Zion or them. You know what I mean? And we're like, yo, KP, sit down a little. You know what I mean?
keep that rehab going. keep them leg exercises going.
Get that 110%, not just 100. You know what I mean? Get that 110%. But he's a young player. He wants to get in that game, to see where he is, get some reps in. If you're on the side of we need to attract free agents and we want to see him kind of get healthy, then or just prove that he's healthy, then yeah. But I'm all like, to me, I'm just all about health. If the man is 110% healthy, then play him on a minutes restriction and then see what it is.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if it comes down to it and it's like 10 or 15 games left, I'm letting them know, like, listen, depending on what our record is, bigger picture, you might as well sit this one out. You know what I'm saying? You might as well sit this one out. Because his durability is always going to be a question mark.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? His durability is still a question, man. We don't know how he's going to hold up, man.
Like I said, it's all on the health, though. It's like, if he has to be healthy, doctors have to clear him. They got to go past him. I'm not just throwing this guy on the floor for the future of our franchise just to see what's up or like another. Healthy, and there's 15 games left, I'll put him in for like 15 minutes a game or something. Just to see like gets his reps up against NBA talent.
Facts. No, I agree with you, man. I definitely agree with you on that wholeheartedly. Let's go to the let's take a look at some of the comments here. So basically, I came out with a video on it, and basically highlighted me and Jay Ellis's conversation on the whole thing. You guys can check it out. I put there's a card up on the top right hand corner of your screen. You guys can watch the video if you didn't see it. Let's take a look at some of the comments. Big Shaq says, think about this. If we play the way we are playing for the rest of the year, we will be known as a competitive team. You're going to attract marquee guys anyway. Might as well get another high draft pick to improve the team even more. If we 2 or 3 games off the 8th seed with 15 to go, only then would you play the guy. That makes sense. I don't think we're going to be that close to the 8th seed.
Nah.
Yeah. Facts. Who else in here? What other comments we see in here? Efren Lopez says, don't rush it, but honestly, taking a year off for a guy who's still developing is not good. He was an all-star, but far from a finished product, and a year off is a major setback. Any kind of competitive basketball will do him service when he gets healthy. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. Either way, KP, we wish you a speedy recovery, man. We wish you a speedy recovery. It'll be interesting to see. Somebody had asked if we're gonna tank for Zion. I don't think we're gonna finish that bad. JL, do you think we top 3 bad, bottom 3 bad?
I don't know if we're that bad, but also I know the rules are changing, so I don't think we even have to be top 3 bad. We could probably still be top 8 bad. And we'll have a better chance this season of getting a top pick than last season. I know that because of the rule changes.
Yeah, the bottom 3 have the equal chance of securing the top pick. The bottom 3 have an equal chance of securing the top pick. So let's see. I don't think. I mean, Zion is killing it, man. Zion is killing, but I don't think we're gonna get there, man.
We'll see.
I don't think so. Speaking of Zion, Will from Long Island thinks we should go after Zion. Will, what's going on?
What's happening, y'all?
Chilling. What's going on?
It's like not much. Listen, y'all. When y'all see this boy Zion play, it's like everything they saying. It's not all hype. This dude is special.
Oh no, I believe it.
And the way I see it, there's basically 4 teams in the running, right? There's Atlanta, there's Cleveland, there is I would say Brooklyn, just because they got their pick this year. You know, who knows what they're trying to do. And then I think there's us. So, I feel like, going back on the KP situation, I feel like if he is ready to play, you can play him, but like you said, 15 minutes a game, I think it's appropriate just to get his legs, going. Because, when the only player that I think about, like, that had a situation like this was Paul George. And, he came back the last 15 games, didn't play that well, but at least it showed, like, he was kicking, But Zion, it's like, this kid is special. I feel like we're in a unique situation to get him. At this point, I completely agree with the start Frank the whole year. Better or for worse, he'll learn, and then no matter what, after the season, we'll know if he's our point guard or not. And then from there we can, decide. But this is a golden opportunity. I see this as a win-win, and I had dreams about getting Zion. That going to a game with Zion, Gordon, Madison Square Garden. Come on, yo, that shit just gives you the tingles. It's like, yo, that shit would be dope. So I'm just like, listen. I mean, like, listen. I feel like we're in a prime situation. So I just want to leave it at that. Appreciate you guys, and that's it.
Appreciate it, Will. Right. Appreciate the call, my guy.
Yeah, man.
Zion will be a game changer, JLs. We know that.
Oh, that's for sure.
I don't see it. I don't see it happening, man. I just don't think we're gonna be that bad. We're competitive, but I don't think it's that bad.
Zay, what are the standings now?
Say, right now we are. I think we about 4-8. What's our record right now? Let's see. Zay, give me 1 second, Zay.
Yeah, huh?
The Knicks are 4-9. 4-9. 11th right now in the conference. We're 11th.
Okay.
11th. We're 16 in the conference. So, yeah, right now 11th, man. Zay, what's going on, Zay? Zay wants to talk about Timmy. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, what's going on, man? I was just kind of went across. I came into the call late, so one day I just want to know before I get into the Timmy topic is, did the Frank fan club leader, did he call him?
Max? No, we didn't hear from Max. We didn't hear from Max yet.
Oh, yeah, of course not. Of course not.
Yeah, we didn't hear
from
Max.
He only call in when Frank do good.
Yeah, we didn't hear from Max, man.
I'm still here, though. I like Frank. I'm still here.
I just wanted to get on, so, I've been on the side of Tim just needs to earn his contract, right? A lot of people have been hating on Tim, saying, he get paid too much. And I've always been on the side of saying, hey, let him earn his money. Like, he's still developing, too. We don't need Jimmy Butler. We don't need to overpay Jimmy Butler because we could have a potential Jimmy Butler in Tim Hardaway if he rolls into his contract. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, we got to start giving Tim his props because he's looking good out there, man.
Timmy deserves to be an all-star playing right now. Timmy deserves to be an all-star, man.
Yeah, he definitely looks great, man, and he's trying to make better shots. You can tell he's trying to, slow down on the crazy shooting, but it's hard because the rest of the team ain't shooting. You know what I'm saying? So I think that also gets to him as well as Mario. I know y'all hate on Mario, too. But I feel like with Mario, some of the shots, his percentages, when you look at his percentages at the end of the day, it's not bad or whatever like that. I think the times where it does look bad is because he's trying to shoot us out the game or whatever like that because we're doing, no one else is shooting. When you got Frank on the court or whatever like that, he's not taking those shots. When you got Lance on the court, he's not taking any shots. Vonleh only takes shots if he has to or whatever like that. So it's just the people that's shooting bad, they're shooting bad because they got to make up for the people that's not shooting at all. Frank got to stay aggressive, and, that's what's killing us because, people don't, other point guards that opposing teams don't respect Frank's shot. And he doesn't take the shot. So we're already 4 against 5.
Right, because you're not making the defense honest. You got to keep the defense honest, man. If the defense not respecting you, all they got to do is crowd the paint, and that's it. The offense gets bogged down.
Exactly. The Chicago game said it best because the Chicago game, the way they was trapping Trier, knowing Trier is one of the best bucket getters on the team, and the rest of the team just sitting there. It's just we can count on the rest of the team shooting because they might not make it, but let's trap Trier and make the rest of the team make a play, and that's where we were getting shut down at with the Chicago game.
Okay.
So I think that needs to get better.
All right, I appreciate the call, Zay. Appreciate it, man.
No problem.
All right, let's move through. We got a couple in the queue, and then we want to get to statement games, give you guys a chance to win. We're doing statement games tomorrow night, give you guys a chance to win a $10 gift card to the NBA store. Me and JL is going to pick our bold statements in a couple minutes. Let's run through some of these calls. Ernesto from Miami wants to talk about KP throwing Fizz under the bus. Ernesto, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? First-time caller out here from Miami.
Shout out. Yeah, we got a lot of calls from Miami, man. Shout out 305, and shout out for holding us down, man. You could be a Heat fan, but you down there holding it down for us, so no doubt.
Nah, 100% Knicks fan, man. Long time.
Good stuff.
No, I just wanted to talk about. I didn't like the way KP threw Fizz under the bus.
So you think he threw him under the bus? You think that was a direct shot at Fizz?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely, because he knows better than that. Because he knows as soon as he puts that out, he knows what's gonna happen. He's a smart boy. He can figure it out. And I just think he should have just picked up the phone. If he had any doubts, he could have picked up the phone, give the coach a call, or he could have waited till the next day and talked to him at practice about it. Simple as that.
Is that?
I mean, it just makes the organization look bad.
That was kind of petty, JS. It was kind of petty though. Still,
is it? I mean,
it's kind of like the Canner tweet with the whole dot situation. Like,
that's different. That's a whole different thing because this one, like, I don't know if you can blame it on Fizz or the way the news kind of spent it, because the news was kind of spinning it like he wasn't even working hard. I saw one headline said he wasn't working hard. I saw one headline that said he didn't make any progress with his workouts. So if I'm working my ass off and I'm reading I'm not working hard and I ain't making any progress, I'm posting that shit too. Like, dog, like you putting all this fake news out here in the light. Like, I'm gotta defend myself at this point. So I don't really blame KP for doing that. He's defending himself, in my opinion. And you had that coach of they good. They talk and they say they good, so it's good.
I think my thing is
but I mean,
go ahead, Ernesto. Go ahead.
Another thing, I mean, about KP and all, I don't think he's coming back. I mean, from a business standpoint, from his perspective, if I'm KP, I don't come back. Because the way I look at it, I'm a restricted free agent. I know a team out there is going to at least offer me $150 million guaranteed, even if I don't step on the court this year. But if I do step on the court, and God forbid I get hurt again, and it's a major injury which requires surgery, then you know what? Then I'm done. I'm not going to get a big contract. And then now I'm going to have to work my butt off to prove to everybody I can stay healthy for an entire year. While if he just kicks back and doesn't do a thing, a team will offer him $150 million easily for 4 years. And the Knicks will wisely match the contract. He knows that. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of risk involved if he comes back from his standpoint. It only benefits the Knicks. I mean, to be honest with you, if he comes back and he shows he's healthy. But it doesn't. I mean, he'll take a lot of risk coming back.
Go ahead, JL. Ernesto, appreciate the call, man. Go ahead, JL.
That's not really true.
All right, man.
He is insensitive for KP to come back. I forgot the exact rule because I'm not like the capologist like Knicks Film School. But if KP plays a certain amount of games, $7
mil versus $4 mil. We went over it on that last show. I appreciate Alex Collins for that tidbit.
Exactly. So he'll be getting $7 mil instead of $4 mil on the qualifying offer. So, and also if any team is going to offer KP money, we're going to match.
Yeah, we're going to match. The only way, and he's not going to do this. Like, he's not going to go into his final year without signing a deal. He's not going to go into unrestricted free agency. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to risk it. So, but he could. That's the only way he's going to walk is if he says, no, I'm not going to sign as a restricted free agent and go into unrestricted free agency and walk. But I don't see him risking his future like that either. He's going to take that bag next year.
Yeah.
He's going to take that bag next year. I'm seeing a lot of surprising comments in the chat on this KP thing. I'm seeing people saying KP's a diva.
What? What's happening?
Chester Chetnick says Phil said KP might be too tall. Give credit, Phil. That was a concern of Phil. Was KP's if his height was going to be an issue in terms of the injuries.
I mean, this is going to be a bunch of tall players coming into this league over the next 10 years, though. The league is changing. People are changing. You're going to see a lot of freaking different little unicorns coming in right now.
Yeah.
We'll see how it is 10 years from now going forward, how much of these new athletic freaks, 7-foot big guys can all have.
I think, and we'll move from the KP topic, but what I think is that it wasn't clear whether or not he was responding to Fizdale's comments or responding to, because I do feel like the New York media and even Deadspin, they both took it and ran with it like he's nowhere near close, or something like that. So regardless of the fact, he obviously felt the way. Obviously, he's trying to work his best in rehab, but I think he needs to understand from a media standpoint that's just going to draw negative attention to the whole thing. You know what I mean? Whereas he could have just called Fizdale, like Ernesto said, he could have just called Fizdale from behind the scenes, be like, yo, listen, coach, this is a story. You might not know this, but I am, sprinting, and I'm trying to get back. And Fizz will say, yo, my bad, I didn't know. Obviously, I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on the team. And that's it. We wouldn't have to know nothing about it. But when he comes out with them pictures, when Cannon comes out with the dot tweet and all of that, you just bringing more negative attention to the team. We don't need it. You know what I'm saying? We don't need it.
That's fair.
We don't need it, man. Let's go to who's on the lines. Let's go to, and then we'll go to one more call. Then we'll go to statement games. Julian from Westchester wants to talk about the lottery. What's going on, Julian?
What's going on, guys?
How you feeling?
Just wanted, before I get to the lottery, I'm good, by the way. How are y'all?
Good.
All right, man.
Yeah, so before I get onto the lottery, I just wanted to talk about that whole KP thing.
Yeah.
If I'm working my ass off for, 9 months now, I got to post that because, you're disrespecting his work ethic with the articles coming out. And, KP, I mean, obviously he has an ego because, most superstars do. Because you have to have an ego to get to a stature like that. Yeah. So obviously he's gonna defend himself,
right?
And obviously, he could have went to Fizz, he could have talked about it, but I don't know. I felt like you can excuse KP for doing this.
Okay.
You know what it is too.
But,
we don't know.
Go ahead, JL.
We don't know what KP is thinking because if it's if that's a reaction to the media,
that's what I'm saying.
Then I'm like, it's the media.
Right.
I'm gonna do it. If it's a reaction to Fizz,
then
that's different. You hit Fizz up, but we're all speculating right now. We don't know.
Well, see, that's the problem. The problem is that it's left for us to speculate. That's the problem.
To them, it might not be anything to Fizz. It might just be the media's getting out of hand.
Right.
Not even thinking about Fizz. So if he's not even thinking about Fizz, he's like, why is this a big deal? I'm not thinking about Fizz at all. True. So, stuff can be taken the wrong way without being intentionally.
All right, what's your lottery point, Julian?
Yeah, so this year, I keep on telling myself, there's no way this draft class can be better than the next, and I've been saying that for 4 years now, because we're talking about some really talented draft classes that have come into the league over these past 4 or 5 years, and I think this one's probably the best out of that bunch. And obviously Zion, R.J. Barrett, Cam Reddish, that's just that dude. Then you got this kid, Nasir Little, out of UNC. We got Bobo.
Yeah, I haven't even watched him yet. I heard Little is a good player.
Yeah, he's I wouldn't say he's Kobe-like, but he's really wiry, 6'6", play defense, can shoot it, can dribble. I think this year, regardless of what position we're in the lottery this year, I think we're going to get a good player. And,
okay.
So play KP, don't play KP, don't matter. I think we're in a good position.
Okay.
I'll take it.
I appreciate it, Julian. Julian's confident. Julian's definitely confident. Appreciate it, man. We'll see, JLs. I mean, that we heard at the end of last draft that this draft was going to be trash. Julian thinks it's gonna be good. I think time will tell. We gotta let it play out. Let these kids show something in college. Let the tournament play through.
This year's draft supposed to be trash.
They always say that, man. The
kids are doing pretty good though. So.
They doing good. So, Cody Emanuel says the draft is 6 deep. I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna be watching these kids more intently earlier than usual.
Yeah,
that's for sure. That's for sure. Once again, shout out everybody in the chat. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share our videos, man. We want more Knicks fans. We want more and more Knicks fans on the phone. We want more and more Knicks fans in the chat, in Knicks Nation, debating, slandering each other. As long as we keep it respectful. As long as we keep it respectful and you guys having a good time, that's all that matters, man. So we definitely want to hear from you guys for sure. Shout out Famous, Agent Super Argo, Eddie Roldan, Louis Leone, John Talento. What's going on, John? It's me. What up? Who you got, JLs? Sean Stewart.
Yo, Nicholas was good. Periscope was good. Avery, Omar, Yasir was good. Knicks Tater shit was good, man. I see you.
Okay. All right, let's go to the statement games. We are playing statement games for tomorrow night's Knicks versus Magic game. This is your chance to win a $10 gift card to the NBA store, man. So, you can get your tax off. That's a good thing. Always a good thing. This is courtesy of statement games. Jay Ellis is currently beating me by 1 point. I lost the last game 24 to 23 to Jay Ellis. I think we're both 2-2 on our I think we're both 2-2 on our bold statements, Jay Ellis. So we got to step that up. So,
all right.
Yeah. So if you guys want to play the game, this is how it works. If you guys are new to how statement games works and you want to understand how it works, statement games is a fantasy basketball game. They have other sports too, but we do it specifically for the Knicks. Fantasy basketball game where it's based off of prop bets or game predictions. All you have to do is you sign up for statement games. Go to statementgames.com, sign up. You're going to go into the lobby. You will see the sports at the top. You click on NBA, then you click on Knicks Magic. It's going to take you into Knicks Magic contest. You enter into the contest. From there, you're going to see a list of Knicks versus Magic player or team predictions, right? So it'll be like, we'll go through some of these right now. So I'm in the lobby here. Here are some of the statements that we can pick from. These are the predictions for the game. You're going to pick your 10 best predictions, right? So, for example, New York Knicks over 111.5 points. New York Knicks under 22.5 free throws made. Orlando Magic over 106.5 points. Aaron Gordon. Now we're getting into the player predictions. Aaron Gordon over 22.5. DJ Augustine over 15. Here comes some of the Knicks. Enes Kanter over 15.5. Frank Ntilikina over under 5.5 assists. So you get my point. These are the predictions that you have to make. You're going to pick your best 10 from 10 being the highest to 1 being the lowest. So in other words, if you feel like if the best chance is Frank Ntilikina getting over 5.5 assists, you're going to pick that as your 10-point rating. Then you pick your next one and your next one. So obviously the highest point rating is going to be the one that you're most confident in. All right. And, we had 4 winners last time we played. We had 4 winners that won a $10 gift card to the NBA store. The first game that we ever played, we had 1 lucky winner, walked away with a Kevin Knox authentic jersey. We got some more jerseys to give away. We got some more Knicks hats to give away, some Knicks jackets. We have some. We might have some game tickets coming on down the line. So it's a fun game to get into. Like I said, all you got to do is go to statementgames.com, pick your 10 statements, sign up, make an account, pick your 10 statements, and you'll be in the running, man. The lobby winners will all win a $10 NBA store gift card, man. So, Jay Ellis, have you taken a look at the statements?
Yeah, sure.
I got to beat you this game, Jay Ellis. I'm on a mission to beat Jay Ellis.
Nah, you good. Stay right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay in the basement. Yeah, all right.
All right, man. Give me your 2 bold statements. Knicks versus Magic, Jay Ellis. Give me 2 bold statements.
I'm going to say Frank under 5 assists.
So you're going Frank under 5.5?
Yep. Definitely going that. And I'm going Mitch under 10.5 rebounds.
Yeah, I think those are good ones. So you're going Frank under 5.5 assists. Mitch under 10.5 rebounds.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me see what I'm gonna do. Give me Noah Vonleh over 9.5 boards. Give me Noah Vonleh over 10.5 boards. And, I think he had 8 tonight. He usually gets those boards with ease. The Atlanta game, he damn near had a double-double in the first half. So Vonleh is definitely trending that way. He's going to have to battle out there with Mo Bamba and Aaron Gordon and those guys, but I think Vonleh will get those. Next one. I'm going defense. Give me Knicks over 3.5 blocks. Give me Knicks over 3.5 blocks. Money Mitch had 3 himself this game. I think this is a favorable matchup for him. Between Mitch, between Vonleh, even maybe Dotson out there in the perimeter. I think we can get,
Him versus Mo Bamba, you think that's a confident?
I think he can get that. I mean, it may not be on Mo Bamba one-on-one, but definitely protecting the paint, protecting the rim protection. I think Mitch will get that. I think Mitch will have at least 1 or 2.
It's interesting, too, huh? I do believe that Mitch is looking forward to this game, too.
Yeah.
Because of that Mo Bamba.
Because of that Mo Bamba comparison.
That circle's on his calendar. That's
yeah. There's some good ones. Canner over 14 and 12. Though the Canner double-doubles are usually good bets. Yeah, man. So those are the bold statements. Once again, if you guys want a chance, tomorrow night, Nick, what time is the room closed? Is the lobby game closed tomorrow night? Is it 7 o'clock? I think you guys will have until 7 o'clock tomorrow night to get all your statements in. Once you pick all your statements, you have to click save. Make sure you click the save button so that your statements can be locked in. Very important to make sure you do that. And once you do it, like I said, it's free to play. Once you sign up for an account, it's free to play. And listen, you got a chance to win a $10 gift card to the NBA store. Not knock off. Them jerseys are expensive. Them hats are expensive, man. So nice little $10 gift card on behalf of Knicks Post Game Live, myself, Jay Ellis, and Statement Games who sponsor the show. So definitely don't miss out on that. Shout out to previous winners. Shout out to the guy that won the Kevin Knox jersey for opening night. Yeah, man. That's all she wrote, JL. So we did an hour and a half in the books. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Tough loss. We'll bounce back. We will bounce back. But yeah, let's wrap it up. Once again, shout out everybody in the chat. Give us a thumbs up, smash that like button for us, please, please, please. That's the best way to promote the show. Hit that like button, share it with your Knicks fan, leave some comments. Hit that fan poll. The fan poll is up in your top right. Hit that fan poll for tonight's game and please vote in. And yeah, man, Alex Collins, I thought you were gonna call in tonight, man. I didn't hear from you, man. We gotta get Alex. We're gonna get Alex a calling card, man. He's trying to call in for Ireland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Alex was trying to call in. I don't think he was able to be successful. So, Alex, we'll get you a calling card for all your hard work patrolling the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Shout out to Alex, man. All right, JL. So I'm gonna swing it over to you. In a second, let me hit my theme music. All right, JLs, showtime.
Cool. But if you want even more Knicks talk, go to the link in my description. You can listen to all my podcasts on SoundCloud. Also, you just go on my YouTube and listen to the podcast we had just dropped on Tuesday, talking about all the Knicks stuff. It's entertaining, it's informative, it's all that. So watch out for that stuff. New one coming next week as well. Also, links to all my social media are also in the description on my YouTube. That is the Nick of Time Show on Instagram, the KOT Show on Twitter. And yeah, also look out for all the articles by my guy Ryan G. Happy birthday, Ryan G.
Happy birthday, Ryan. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, and my born day is tomorrow, so happy birthday to you tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Jay Ellis, man. Happy birthday, Jay Ellis.
And then don't forget the merch. The merch is always available. Link to the merch is also in the description.
Yes.
I'll get cop those. And Black Friday is on its way, so make sure you take a look out for the merch on Black Friday.
Yeah, man. Definitely happy birthday, Jay Ellis, man. You know what I mean? Enjoy it. Definitely turn up. Do the damn thing. Have a drink for us. I know you don't drink, but whatever. And yeah, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Tough loss. 128 to 112 to the Raptors. What we gonna do? Let's bounce back tomorrow and get a win. And once we win, I want to hear from you guys, man. Shout out everybody for calling in tonight. Shout out everybody who was in the chat. Once again, statement games. Don't miss your opportunity to win a $10 gift card to the NBA store. It's free to play. Why wouldn't you join in? Pick your 10 statements and get a chance to win. Take home some money. Knock off some tax on the NBA store, man. Let's shout out some people in the chat. Jay Ellis. Eddie, appreciate you. Famous. Shout out Famous as always. Alex Collins, we're going to get you a calling card. Quiet Money. Jay Ellis, everybody saluting you on your born day, man. Almost Zen.
Love, y'all.
Yeah, man. Almost Zen. Appreciate you. Jamie Fitzpatrick. Israel Concepcion. Brooklyn in the house. Shout out to Brooklyn. Nick Reyes. Appreciate you. Nick, go ahead, Jay Ellis.
Yeah. Chris Popovich on Periscope was good. Omar Use here was good.
All right. Sherwin McKenzie, what up? Above the rim, take it easy. Cameron, take it easy.
Cody be holding down my podcast on YouTube. Always showing me love. Thanks for your support. S. Parker was good with Sean Williams. What is up? Hema King. What is up? Thanks for holding me down. Brooklyn Billy from Brooklyn. Always got love for Brooklyn. Aaron Flores was good. Gary Miller, I said what's up earlier. What's up now again? Mikado Custer. What is up?
Man. Gary Singh, Vince Yako, appreciate it, man. Like I said, man, just smash that thumbs up for us. We'll see you back tomorrow night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, maybe 10:15ish. Knicks Magic. Let's get that bounce back win, man. Jay Ellis, happy birthday. Check you next week, man.
Thanks for Sean.
Peace.